Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Bumblebee from the movie Transformers. Now this is of course the robot version. If you're interested in making the car version as well, I have done that. And just whilst we're talking about other builds, I have also made Optimus Prime and his truck form too. If you enjoyed this build, all I ask is that you please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. And that's pretty much everything. We should get started. Okay, so to make Bumblebee, we need all of these materials right here. All of the ones in the hotbar, all of the ones in the inventory, and I might even have forgotten some. I won't know until we actually get to it. I don't think I have. I think that with this is everything we absolutely need. I do apologize in advance though if I have forgotten something. Pause the video if necessary. Make sure that you do have all of this stuff right here, and then we can begin. So we want to start Bumblebee by placing a stone slab on the ground, like that. Then place a stone brick stairs to the right of the slab. Then leave a gap of 1 in the ground and place another stone brick stair. And right of that, place a stone slab. Place yellow concrete behind all of these blocks, like so. You then want to place upon the inner yellow concrete a stone brick slab on either side, and on the outer place a yellow concrete. On top of the yellow concrete place 2 cobblestone wall, 1, 2, and also 1, 2, like that. Then place a yellow concrete coming inwards from the second wall. This is on both sides, we're making it all at the same time. Then place an anvil on top of the yellow concrete. And place a yellow concrete on the outer sides of the anvils. Then place stone slabs on top of both the yellow concrete and the anvils. It might be that you have to actually crouch down to place these stone slabs like this. Cool. Then place a grey concrete in between the 2 stone slabs, with a light grey on top. Place grey either side, here and here. You then want to place grey behind that grey. So what I mean by that is you want to place grey concrete behind all of the light grey and the dark grey like this. And whilst we are here, place black concrete behind all of these stone slabs, like this, to create this layered effect. You then want to place stone brick stairs on top of the black concrete, facing sideways, coming inwards like this towards the dark grey. Place, whilst we are here, place a button, because I might forget, in front of the light grey concrete in the middle of the dark grey. And then proceed to place a row of dark grey concrete on top of the back row of 3 dark grey. Then, using stone brick slabs, place a row of stone brick slabs in front of the dark grey concrete that you've just placed, just like in front of the top half. Then, place a yellow concrete on top of the left and right stone brick slabs. And place a stone brick slab on top of the yellow concrete, and extend the yellow concrete outwards by 1 each. You then want to place 2 yellow concrete on top of the outward yellow concrete. So you want to go 1, 2, and then 1, 2. You then want to draw those yellow concretes inwards, and also outwards as well, like so. Kinda looks like a J, pretty much, like 2 inward J's. We then want to extend the outer yellow concretes upwards again, like so. And then you can place grey concrete inwards on top of the 2 yellow concretes that you have like in the middle of the build, like on top of this. And then proceed to place a yellow concrete in between them, like this. So this is the shape that we want to have. But that's not the whole story. You see, you want to place glass. We forgot a material. Of course we did, because I'm an idiot. So, we need black glass block. I knew I'd forget something. I'm so sorry about that. But we need black glass block. And we want to place it in front of the grey concretes. And we then want to place yellow concrete on the outer part of those black glass blocks. And also underneath the yellow concretes and black glass that we have to create this shape. This is looking very, very creepy at the moment. Trust me, it gets a lot better later on. So once you have done that, we then want to take the top of the build, and we want to take the top row, like the yellow, the dark grey and stuff, and what we're going to do, I think, is we are going to extend it backwards by 3 rows. So like 1, 2, and 3, we're just going to extend that right back, okay? Like this. I want to make the lower half of the body now. So on the back of Bumblebee, basically, you want to place grey concrete to cover up this empty cross shape that we have here. So we want to have grey concrete placed in something that should look like that to create a cross shape. You see, the goal is to, from the front, have something which should look like that, which looks really good. And from the back, that's what we want to have right there. Underneath all of the yellow concrete that we extended, you can then extend the rows underneath it. So you can extend all of those rows backwards underneath it like this. You then want to take the 2 rows underneath this, and you want to also place, like, you want to take all of these yellow concrete blocks and all of this grey, and you want to place yellow concrete coming backwards like this, and you want to place 2 rows of it, you see, so that it kind of like levels out like this, if that makes sense. So you just want to cover up all of that interior stuff with 2 rows of yellow concrete wrapped around all of it, like so. We're also going to place a yellow concrete left and right of the dark grey concrete that we have right here, like this, to kind of thicken Bumblebee's waist a little bit. We also want to place black concrete, by the way. We're going to place this might add a little bit, no, we're just going to place black concrete behind the bottoms of the feet, like that. You just want to place black concrete behind the bottoms of the feet, and then you want to place yellow concrete behind everything but the anvils. So like behind all of the wall, behind all of the slabs and stuff, behind everything, set the anvils. And then join it together as well. So like this, you just want to join it together, just like that. And then from the front, you see, you'll have something which should look like that, which looks really cool now, right? We've actually just made a load of progress. We dragged everything together quite nicely there. Okay, let's do this next bit instead of patting myself on the back. So grab the grey concrete, okay? And you want to come and locate the. It is this block, basically. I don't know how better to really, like, explain other than just be like, is this one? This is the block that we're after. You want to place a dark grey concrete block on top of this block. And extend it left one and right one. And extend the left grey concrete forwards one and the right one forwards one also. And place light grey concrete in between. Place upside down stone brick stairs in front of the grey concretes with a stone brick slab in between them. You then want to place on top of this grey concrete and this grey concrete. What material don't we need? Probably the stairs and stuff. We're going to place a sea lantern here and here with yellow concrete in between, yellow concrete behind, and we also want to place a yellow concrete here. So we want to have this pattern right here. We also want to place yellow concrete on top of the eyes, in between them, backwards and forwards to create a plus shape. So you'll end up with something that should look like this, which looks horrifying, but we can then place stone slabs in this position, this position, this position, and also this position. And that actually looks quite good, right? That doesn't look too bad. The only thing that we're going to use to finish off is we're going to place an item frame on Bumblebee's forehead with a red concrete in front of it. And that is basically like the Autobots logo, like except it's just kind of like a red dot. I'll tell you what would also work very well. Okay, time out for a second. What would also work well, I think, this is just a theory, is if we were to mix up some dye. Where are we? So you guys know how to make dye, right? It might even be different in different versions, but like cauldron, water, red dye, leather cap. Okay, so now we're going to try it with the red leather cap instead, and I kind of like it. It looks a little bit more interesting than just like a red splodge there, but yeah, I mean, it's completely up to you. Like, do you prefer this, or do you prefer that? The advantage of the red concrete is it looks a little bit brighter, but the leather cap looks a little bit more interesting. So you're just going to have to weigh your options, see which one you like more. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. One requires a lot more effort than the other. But anyway, once you've figured all that out, we can move on to the arms, the last part of this. Grab some brick stairs, some black concrete. We also need some yellow concrete. We also need, what else do we need? Some stone brick slabs. We'll need ourselves some buttons, some tripwire hooks. We'll need some black stained glass paint. Oh, some grey concrete as well, of course. And I don't think there's anything else. So grab all this stuff. So we're going to start off with the left arm first, and you want to make your way to the top middle part of Bumblebee, which is going to be this block right here. You're looking for this center block. It's quite easy to find because it's the same positioning as the sea lantern except like here. And we want to place a stone brick stairs coming out of the side of Bumblebee. Then coming down from that, we want to place 3 grey concrete. 1, 2, 3. Take the middle block and extend it inwards by 1. Then place a yellow concrete underneath the bottom grey concrete and extend the yellow left, up and down like this. Place a row of yellow in front of all of that yellow that you've just placed. Then place a stone brick slab in the corner, the bottom right corner of the yellow. Come behind this and place yellow concrete behind all of the yellow, and then place a grey concrete behind the stone slab, and then place a stone brick slab underneath it, and then one to the right like this. And then that's what the lower arm wants to look like. It looks quite good. What we then want to do is we want to take the grey concrete at the top of the arm now, and we want to place a yellow concrete going left of the grey, and then a yellow behind it, a black concrete left of this, place yellow on top of the black and the yellow, place black stained glass paint on top of both of those yellows, and then place a yellow concrete going left of the glass pane, place a button in front of and behind the black concrete like that, and place tripwire hooks or a tripwire hook in the yellow concrete just above the outer yellow concrete. You guys will be able to see where you want to place it. And that's what you want to have right there. You see, Bumblebee's shoulder is pretty much made out of a car door, hence why we have the glass, we have the tire, and we have the door handle. Let's do the opposite side. So the opposite side, quite easy to do once you've done the first one. You want to take the top middle of the right hand side of Bumblebee, and you want to place a stone brick stairs coming right of it. You then want to place 3 grey concrete coming down, 1, 2, 3, and take the middle block, extend it inwards. Place yellow concrete underneath the bottom grey concrete, and then extend the yellow concrete right, up, and down, like this. Take all of those yellow blocks and extend them towards you. Place a stone brick slab in the corner of the shape that you've made, and then come behind and extend all of the yellow concrete backwards. Place a grey concrete behind the stone brick slab, and then place a stone brick slab underneath and left of the grey concrete. You'll then have something which should look like this, which looks really good. We then want to take the grey concrete right at the top of the arm, and we want to place a yellow concrete right of it, and then a yellow concrete behind, and then we want to place a black concrete to the right of that, yellow on top of the black and the yellow, then black stained glass paint on top of both of those, and then yellow concrete right of the black stained glass paint, And then we want to place buttons in front of and behind the black concrete like this. With tripwire hooks, we want to place a tripwire hook in this position like that to give you BumbleBee. And that is your BumbleBee statue, pretty much 100% complete, ladies and gentlemen. It looks pretty good, if I do say so myself, doesn't it? It doesn't look too bad whatsoever. Now, that's it. I'm hoping that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do remember to hit that like button. Not the stone button that I have in my hand. I mean, actually hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me and the channel out so much, especially in these apocalyptic times on YouTube. It really is rough out there. Trust me. Take this button. Click it. It's actually not doing anything when close enough. If you could hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to keep up to date with the channel, subscribe and click the little bell next to the subscription button. That'd really help out too, if you guys do want to check out all my future stuff. If you would like to check out, like, the car version of BumbleBee, maybe Optimus Prime, maybe the truck version of Optimus Prime, maybe some movie builds and some cartoon builds and some, you know, just regular, like, gaming builds and regular houses and stuff, check out the card system in the description below. I have so many builds on the channel, you wouldn't believe it, ranging from, like I said, cartoon, movie, suburban, modern, survival. I have everything on the channel. You guys want to check that out. There's a card system in the description below. And that's pretty much everything, guys. Thank you so much for putting up with this video and enjoying it, hopefully, and keeping up to date with the channel and liking it and all those fun things that you guys do. I really do appreciate every single one of you so much, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!